students! This is the first video of the last chapter of the school year. Woohoo! We have almost made it. Chapter 10 deals with probability. And we are just going to go ahead and get started. So 10.1 is on outcome and events. Okay, so you've probably already heard of a lot of these topics we are going to cover. And now we're just kind of putting a little math spin on it. So hopefully these first few sections are a breeze for you. So let's get going. The first vocab word we are going to fill in here is an experiment. Okay, so you've all heard an experiment before. In this sense, we're saying it is an investigation or procedure that has varying results. The possible results of an experiment are called outcomes. Okay, and the collection of one or more outcomes is an event. Okay, the outcomes of a specific event are called favorable outcomes. So I know that was kind of a lot. Let's just think about an example. Okay, so an experiment, I'm going to flip a coin, heads or tails, right? That's my experiment, seeing how many heads I can get, okay? So that has varying results. I could get a heads or could get a tails. The possible results of this experiment are the outcomes, okay? So I could have an outcome that I get a head. I could have an outcome that I get a tail. So those are my two possible outcomes. The collection of one or more of the outcomes is an event, okay? So when I actually flip it and I get a head, that would be an event, okay? And say I want to know how many times I get a head out of 50, and I technically I'm saying counting the heads, that would be my favorable outcome. Okay, so let's look at this next example and go through it. You have one purple, one blue, two green, one yellow, and one red marble. Okay, so the event is choosing a green marble. Okay, so if we had all of these, I'm going to pause the video and just draw this out for us. Okay, so now we have a better visual. Okay, so the favorable outcomes, that would be how many green marbles, because that is our event. Okay, so we have two green marbles, so that would be two favorable outcomes. Okay, the event of choosing a yellow marble, well, we only have one of them, so there would only be one favorable outcome. Okay, another example. You roll a 6-sided number cube. What are the possible outcomes? Well, you could get a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, or a 6. Okay. What are the favorable outcomes of rolling an even number? Okay, well, that would just be all the even numbers. Okay, so 2, 4, and 6 would be my favorable outcomes. What are the favorable outcomes of rolling a number greater than a 5? Okay, greater than a 5, so it can't be a 5, so that would just be a 6. Okay, so notice when we're talking about these favorable outcomes, we are actually listing off what they are. Okay, we have an on your own, so why don't you pause the video now and try to do that? Go. Okay, so you randomly choose a letter from a hat that contains letters A through K. What are the possible outcomes? So hopefully you listed them all off. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Okay, and if we are in class, I would probably just have us all sing the ABCs just to get it out of our systems. Okay, so the possible outcomes, you have to list them all out, okay? Now it says, what are the favorable outcomes of you choosing a vowel? So out of these options, the favorable ones, we just look at how many, which one of them are, which letters that are listed are vowels. Okay, so we have A, E, I, okay, and notice I did not list O or U because those aren't in the possible outcomes. Okay, now we are counting the outcomes. So notice the difference. Here we listed out the outcomes. Here we are going to have more numeric values. Okay, so you spin the spinner on the right. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different spots you could spin it in. So there are 6 possible outcomes. In how many ways can spinning red occur? Well, there are 3 red sections, okay? So there are 3 different ways that it could occur. In how many ways can spinning not purple occur? So anything but purple. So let's look at all the sections that aren't purple. We have this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So in how many? So we need to say there are 5 ways. Okay. And finally, what are the favorable outcomes of spinning not purple? Okay, so not purple, we just now have to list off each one of those 5 favorable outcomes, okay? So we have red, green, red again, so we list it again, blue, and red. Those are all the different ways we could get not purple. Okay, so we have another on your own, talking about marbles this time. Why don't you pause the video now and please try this on your own. Okay, so hopefully you tried this on your own. The first question asks, how many possible outcomes are there? Okay, so you just got to count up all the different marbles. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 possible outcomes. Okay. B, in how many ways can choosing blue occur? Well, there are 2 blue marbles, so there are 2 ways that choosing blue could occur. Next, in how many ways can choosing not yellow occur? So now I'm going to keep circling from the 2 blue because those are not yellow, and I'm just going to circle all the other ones that aren't yellow. Okay, don't circle the yellow ones. Now count up how many aren't yellow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finally, what are the favorable outcomes of choosing not yellow? Okay, so we already have them circled. Now we just have to list off what they are. Okay, so I'm going to go from left to right. We have a blue, a green, a red, a blue, and a purple. If I would have to guess, where some students might get stuck on here is thinking that they do not have to list off the blue twice, okay? But since we have the 5 different ways of choosing this not yellow, we have to list off each of the times we see those blue marbles because they are both not yellow. Okay, so this just gets us started into our probability unit, understanding the difference between outcomes, favorable outcomes, and events. Okay, this is all based off of an experiment.